Blood. In general, it came from wounds only after horrible curses and disgusting obscenities had been exchanged. That was the standard procedure. My father, though he seemed to me a good man, hurled continuous insults and threats if someone didn't deserve, as he said, to be on the face of the earth. He especially had it in for Don Achille. He always had something to accuse him of, and sometimes I put my hands over my ears in order not to be too disturbed by his brutal words. When he spoke of him to my mother, he called him your cousin, but my mother denied that blood tie. There was a very distant relationship, and added to the insults. Their anger frightened me. I was frightened above all by the thought that Don Achille might have ears so sensitive that he could hear insults even from far away. I was afraid that he might come and murder them. The sworn enemy of Don Achille, however, was not my father, but Signor Peluso, a very good carpenter who was always broke, because he gambled away everything he earned in the back room of the Bar Solara. Peluso was the father of our classmate Carmela, of Pasquale, who was older, and of two others, children poorer than us, with whom Lila and I sometimes played, and who in school and outside always tried to steal our things: a pen, an eraser, the cotonata, so that they went home covered with bruises because we'd hit them. The times we saw him, Signor Peluso seemed to us the image of despair. On the one hand, he lost everything gambling, and on the other he was criticized in public because he was no longer able to feed his family. For obscure reasons, he attributed his ruin to Don Achille. He charged him with having taken by stealth, as if his shadowy body were a magnet, all the tools for his carpentry work, which made the shop useless. He accused him of having taken the shop itself and transforming it into a grocery store. For years I imagined the pliers, the saw, the tongs, the hammer, the vise, and thousands of nails sucked up like a swarm of metal into the matter that made up Don Achille. For years I saw his body, a coarse body, heavy with a mixture of materials, emitting in a swarm salami, provolone, mortadella, lard, and prosciutto. These things had happened in the Dark Ages. Don Achille had supposedly revealed himself in all his monstrous nature before we were born. Before. Lila often used that formulation. But she didn't seem to care as much about what had happened before us, events that were in general obscure, and about which the adults either were silent or spoke with great reticence, as about the fact that there really had been a before. It was this which at the time left her puzzled, and occasionally even made her nervous. When we became friends, she spoke so much of that absurd thing, before us, that she ended up passing on her nervousness to me. It was the long, very long period when we didn't exist, that period when Don Achille had showed himself to everyone for what he was, an evil being of uncertain animal-mineral physiognomy, who, it seemed, sucked blood from others while never losing any himself. Maybe it wasn't even possible to scratch him.